guys, welcome back to another video. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me in my little corner of the internet. So today I'm excited to share with you guys what I picked up at the stores. Got a little show and tell haul for you. Again, relatively affordable, couple sand and fog oils. I'm still on the hunt looking for a few of them, and I picked up a couple really good ones that I'm excited to share. So the first one is from Le Monde Gourmand. And if you know me, I am a big fan of Le Monde Gourmand fragrances. I've been a long time fan for a while. They're great affordable scents. The first one that I picked up is this little sample set of it's a purse spray gift set. And I actually found this on clearance at Marshall's. I got it for like $8, which I thought was really, really nice. So this one, it comes with what they call the creme de la creme. So a lot of their best sellers: acai bail, chai épicé, crème vanille, miel bébé, santal suprême. Which again, they're just, and I like how they list pretty much the general description of what these scents are. You know, acai bail is a very fruity, sweet fruity floral scent. Chai épicé is a very sweet woody vanilla. Crème vanille is almost like a very musky vanilla scent. Miel bébé is a warm floral honey based scent. This one almost smells a little bit like a candle to me. And then santal suprême, which is a very aromatic, woody, pickly type of cedar wood, sandalwood scent. I'm not going to open up this package just yet because I have smelled all of these in the past before. I actually owned chai épicé, or was it chai éclair? Either one. They do smell quite similar, but I have smelled and owned this one in the past. I have smelled santal suprême. I've smelled miel bébé and acai bail. I think I owned this one in the past as well too. I used to pick these up all the time at Urban Outfitters, the little one size spritz, and I used to own this one in the big hair and body mist. So I thought I'd just, like I said, just share with you guys. I could probably even try to open one up. So I'll try to open this up just to share with you guys. Very cute little packaging here. And these are just the 7 or 10 ml purse sprays. So it's nice. It's a little glass container. It's a very small little travel size, which is nice. I love the Le Monde Gourmand fragrances. They're great little cheapies. Great little cheapies. Oh, that is cute. It's like a creamy, sweet, fruity floral. Very shampoo-y, fresh type of scent. I just kind of wanted to have these so that I can have some more Le Monde Gourmand fragrances back in my collection. I still own Fleur de Blonde and Figue du Forêt, but I've been missing some of the scents, and this was a perfect little way that I can kind of scratch that itch without accumulating big bottles. I've seen that they have like the big size 2-ounce bottles of miel bébé. Actually, I think of all of these are really their popular scents. So even at Marshall's and TJ Maxx, you can get the bigger size bottles. They have those locked up in perfume jail though. So when I found this on clearance, I was pretty happy. Next is another affordable fragrance that I picked up at Marshall's. This is Mimic's compound number 166 Marshmallow Gourmand. And marshmallow is having the time right now. The note of marshmallow is so dang popular. I did not think or expect that it would blow up so quickly like this. So this one I picked up, they call it a scent stack fragrance duo. So it's both, number 166. And this is in their roll-on perfume oil. This is new to me though. They created a a solid perfume stick. And I actually quite like solid perfume sticks. I've owned Mugler's Alien in a solid perfume stick, and I love it. I know Glossier U also makes their solid perfumes that you can rub on. There are some other fragrance houses where they do offer that style of application. I think they're fantastic. Great to throw in your bag. You don't have to worry about spills or leaks or breaking little atomizers. What's nice is that it's usually a smooth application. It lasts a little longer, but it does sit close to the skin. So you won't get the same type of sillage and projection that you would with a spray. But I was curious, the reason why I picked this one up, and I got it for about $10. I was particularly curious to try the solid perfume stick. I know in the past, like I have an on and off relationship with Mimic. I'm really not the biggest fan of Mimic fragrances or their style of cloning and duping. I think there's something in their oils that I'm not much of a fan of, but I am curious to try this solid perfume stick. And I did open it up. I only tried I tried the oil. And I should say it usually does list what this is supposed to be an inspiration of, and here it is. So here they list notes of freesia, nectarine blossom, marshmallow, coconut, strawberry, musk, and amber. And if you can guess by those notes, clearly this is supposed to be their imitation of Kayali's Yum Bougie marshmallow. Now, I had picked up a Sand and Fog oil, which is supposed to be inspired by Yum Bougie marshmallow, which I thought it was kind of nice. It was cute. So this one, like most Mimic fragrances, I think they do a really good job at getting that same scent profile, because I find that the Marshmallow Skies from Sand and Fog is a little fruitier, and it leans a little more on like the citrus fruits and sharp strawberry. This one is a little more powdery and sweet. I have to give this a little bit more wear time so I can, tell you how the longevity is. However, this is really, really light. Like, I'm pressing my nose against my wrist, and it is such a very light scent. So this one, I'm wondering if maybe you actually do have to layer with this little cute little stick, this solid perfume stick, so that it lasts a little longer. So I'm just gonna rub this here. Okay, it almost has the consistency of shea butter or cocoa butter. Ooh, but this smells like petroleum. Ooh, oh no. Oh no. Something is funky with this solid oil or this solid perfume. Y'all, this may be a dud for me. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this solid oil thing. This solid perfume. One, there is no scent in this. This oil smells so very light, so very faint. And then, secondly, whatever oil base they use for this solid perfume is all that I can smell. It smells like petroleum. It smells like mineral oil, like in its raw form, with absolutely no fragrance. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. I'm gonna play around with it a little more. And it was $10. So really, my expectations are low, and I still have not had the best experience with Mimic fragrances. So this is like another dud. This is like 10 for 10. I've not had a good, I don't know why I keep doing this to myself. I'm about to swear off of Mimic fragrances. And then because I was so curious at trying and finding some more solid perfumes, I picked up another little oil set because it specifically had a solid perfume. So this is Sand and Fog's Lychee Dream, and this is supposed to be inspired by Kayali's Eden Sparkling Lychee, which I've heard really good things about. I've mentioned in the past before that I like that Sand and Fog makes a lot of inspirations of Kayali fragrances because I cannot find myself, spending that much money on those particular scent profiles. And I really do like Kayali scent profiles. I just feel like they smell similar to Bath and Body Works scents. So I'm just not keen on trying those prices. But look how cute this packaging is. When I saw that they had a small set of Lychee Dream, I was inclined to pick it up. So this one, it has that little swivel form, and they recommend that you rub it on your finger and then apply it, which is how I'm familiar with some solid perfume applications. This one's okay for a solid perfume. I think the best one that I've tried really was Mugler's Alien. I don't know what it was with that. They had like a good concentration of perfume in it. Granted, it is Mugler, so trying this little roller ball. Again, I love their roller balls. I prefer this method of application, and I really like when they have their little 10 ml per spray or room spray. I'm like covered in oil, guys. Oh, this is interesting. This smells like bubblegum. Ooh, interesting. I was not expecting something that is called lychee for it to smell like bubblegum. I'm not getting much of a fruity, like a sparkling fruity quality. Really what it smells like is juicy fruit bubblegum to me. It's a very interesting scent. Honestly, I'm glad that I have just a small amount of this. This isn't something that I could find myself reaching for frequently. When it comes to fruity fragrances, like I like it to be fruity. This is quite musky and very light. I do like it. It's all right. I'm a little disappointed in this solid perfume. So unfortunately, 2 for 2 duds for solid perfumes. I picked up another travel set. This is from Sand and Fog as well. So this one features strawberry shake, vanilla musk, and sweet rose. And I particularly picked this one up because I was curious to try strawberry shake and sweet rose. I already own vanilla musk, but at least I can say like I have a little roll-on that I can just throw in my bag if I want to touch up, or if I could just pass this one along to my sister and see if she wanted to try it. So here it has 3 10 ml perfume oils. Strawberry shake has notes of strawberry, whipped cream, orange blossom, and vanilla. Vanilla musk, as we all know, sugar, coconut, vanilla, and amber. This is a really nice one. And sweet rose has bergamot, lemon, rose, vanilla, and musk. Now, I think if I remember from the website, strawberry shake is supposed to be inspired by Juliet Has a Gun's Miami Shake. And sweet rose, I think, is Delina, or maybe Delina La Rose. So I got this open, and word of caution, word of warning to anyone who is trying to look for some of these travel sets. Just be careful when getting them at discounters. They're cheap. I love them because they are quite affordable, but some of them might be leaking. I'm hoping that nothing broke, but just be, just word of caution to anyone who's looking like myself. Like I look specifically for the travel sets, so there's always something that might be leaking with them. Okay, y'all, they glue these down so hard into the packaging. You can never get them out. Okay, so I'm really excited to try Sweet Rose. You guys know I'm such a sucker for rose scents. And that's exactly what this is. It's a very sweet, sugary, powdery rose. Almost like Nest's Turkish Rose. To be honest, I think this is supposed to be inspired by Nest Turkish Rose. It smells so much like it. I already own something called Rose and Currant from them, which smells like Nest Turkish Rose, but that one has a little more of a citrusy quality to it. This one, I find it has more powderiness to it. They do smell identical. Perhaps they could be the same and just repackaged. It's quite possible. You know, not that I mind if I haven't. I love rose anyway, so I'm never afraid to own a rose fragrance. The next one I'm about to try is Strawberry Shake. This one I'm curious. I saw a lot of controversy with Strawberry Shake because a lot of people found that Juliet Has a Gun. You know, they're not particularly known for making gourmand style fragrances. That's interesting. I definitely get strawberry. I get something a little minty in this as well. Like if you told me like strawberry bubblegum mixed with a hint of like cream or yogurt. It's very sweet. So it's a sweet, musky, fruity scent. If this were to be categorized as a gourmand, it's definitely a very fresh, musky gourmand. It's not bad. It's definitely not the strawberry milkshake that I was expecting. I don't know. I feel like everyone is so obsessed with the concept of a strawberry milkshake fragrance, and it has not been perfected yet. This doesn't smell like a strawberry milkshake. I get more of like strawberry bubblegum mixed with yogurt. There is something quite sour and tart in the fruity notes. And I don't know how I feel about that one. They might have missed the mark with this one for me. Love a rose and I love vanilla musk. Now, I also picked up some full bottles from Sand and Fog. This is Summer Jasmine and Rosewood. And I need to stop and appreciate this bottle aesthetic. This is actually one of my favorite bottles that they have. These are gorgeous. Look how adorable that is. Very, very floral, feminine, very cute. I picked these both up at Marshall's for $16.99. Indian, I'm so sorry if you can guess. So Summer Jasmine is supposed to be inspired by Nest's Indian Jasmine. I kind of gave it away. And this, I do love, you know, I love Nest perfume oils. I just find that there's too expensive. Like, too expensive for a perfume oil. I couldn't purchase just one oil at Sephora for like $100, $120. So I'll gladly buy the dupe. And this is a beautiful, fresh green, somewhat indolic jasmine. There is like a very slight, there is a slight quality that it smells like jasmine flowers that are almost on the cusp of wilting. I actually really love that. I love jasmine. I love white floral fragrances. And I think this is a really nice one to have. So I'm excited to give this some wear in the future. And I'm happy to have it in my collection. Now, Rosewood caught me by surprise. When I look at the packaging and I look at the name, I was once again expecting a very fresh, aquatic rose. Something about it made me think of a fresh, aquatic, summery rose. But smelling this, I was completely taken aback. This is a spicy, woody rose fragrance. It's very unisex as well. I had to look on the website, like, what the hell is this supposed to be inspired by? And this is supposed to be their take on Initio's Initio's Atomic Rose. And I've never smelled Initio's Atomic Rose, but I do know from the notes that it is a very heavy, woody, spicy rose. And that is exactly what this is. It's actually very sexy. Like I said, a very unisex rose. This is, I can see both men and women wearing this scent. I get a lot of patchouli. I get a lot of like I couldn't tell you, like a very heavy, heavy, powdery, spicy, like nose ticklingly spicy rose. It's very interesting. I've never smelled a rose fragrance done in this fashion. It's almost a little boozy as well. Like like as if you could imagine like a tincture of rose or a rose elixir that's made with quite a lot of alcohol. So it's got some punch and bite to it, sprinkled with a lot of spice and, a deep, heavy, dark, wooded scent. Very sexy, very interesting. The packaging is entirely misleading for that. And then I picked up two more full-size bottles. These are more brighter, fun appearance. I think this is actually a really cute style bottle. I like how they give you variety when it comes to different oils that you can try them out. So this one is Coconut Beach and Lemon Sugar. This is inspired by, I believe, Kayali's Capri in a bottle, the lemony, the lemony scented one. And this smells like those lemon gumdrops, like those sugared lemon gumdrops. It's actually really cute. Now, I don't think I needed like a full-size bottle of this particular scent, but like I said, I like Kayali scents, but I don't like the prices for it, so I don't mind having a dupe. Coconut Beach I was not familiar with, and I cannot remember what this was supposed to be inspired by, but I love it nonetheless. It's a very fruity, aquatic, coconutty, white floral scent. It's very fresh. I think, I can't tell. I want to say this might be inspired by a Jo Malone scent because it's quite salty. It's very like salty, aquatic, slightly fruity coconut scent. I really enjoy this one and I cannot wait to wear this during the summer season. So that wraps up my little haul for you guys, my little show and tell. Let me know what you guys think. Talk to me in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to. I'll always appreciate it. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.